Fuck it, we gonna make it a series. I'm gonna upload these as a series, a YouTube series. Um, Pretty much, where was I? Let me get back to where I was. Golly, this I don't even want to put y'all through all this. He has all you weak-minded, emotionally driven people supporting him. Now, this woman has pretty much insulted my intellect, told me that I can't think for myself. Hasn't answered any of my questions, but all of a sudden, I'm weak-minded. I'm emotionally driven. Uh, you know, see, and this is the type of gaslighting that is all too common when it comes to folks that seek to put a black male or a black man in place. They attack they attack at least the not necessarily those males that I mentioned earlier that have a certain type of feminine quality about themselves, and they may righteously want to be flamboyant and feminine for whatever purposes that they personally may desire. But the point I'm making is that generally these type of situations, when these type of terms are thrown at a black male from a black female, it's in order to not point out the fact that that individual male is being emotional, is to trigger an emotional response in that male. Your reaction to Sinful to P's video about Charleston. Now, my reaction to Sinful to P's video, I paid I sent Mr. White the link to that video, and I also, just for the fact that I don't want to be a bum, just throwing his name in my comment in my title, just to get views. I just want to talk about. I really the things that Sinful the P said is kind of similar to the things that she was saying, and it just bothered me considering that this person calls himself a pimp and what he I don't know if he calls because I don't watch, but he presents himself as having pimpish the pimpish knowledge, and what I observed when he came to Charleston was not representative of the P. But I'm not a pimp by profession. I've never been a pimp by profession. So yeah, but I might as well keep on reading. Sinful the P has made an accurate assessment of the facts. What facts, ma'am? An accurate assessment of what facts? That she say that men are emotional or what or how many times he tried to call him Charletta, once again to try to trigger a response from a man by trying to paint him as a woman, using homoerotic language, which is suspect in itself, but that's not too far considering that sinful P is purportedly a convicted hebephile. We'll go ahead and we'll just say that he impregnated a minor, a preteen, a early teenager. But this is the person in which she got that she rests the burden of credibility upon. You put a lot of trust in an unpredictable person to take a black mark for him. And that's a far reach. I can't believe. I can't. What do you say? What he say? I can't trust what I can't see. I can't hear what I can't see. Something. What's the line Mr. White said? I don't throw my trust around blindly, man. My trust must be earned. But, and it's generally earned by not what you say, it's by what you do. Now my battery running out on my phone. Let me go ahead and close this up because I didn't mean for it to go this long. I actually haven't had my dinner, but what I want is pretty much, I guess, what is it? It's probably like 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. What I want people to do in that Fort Worth area, anywhere close near that Fort Worth area, if you can get there, is get there and get behind Mr. Charleston White. It ain't gonna. It's not gonna be a gun from my perception. I don't see it being a gunfight at OK Corral. Y'all can get out there and protest for dead folks. The George Whites and anybody else. The anybody Ahmaud Arbery. Any of the people that have been unarmed and killed by law enforcement or so-called vigilantes or so on and so forth. Um, if you can get out there, if people can get out there and protest for those people against the police or whomever powers that be, then why would it be so difficult to get behind a living person? Well, I don't even want you to get. I want you to stand. Because getting behind someone that means you're not facing the funk. You just really pretty much behind the person, pushing them into the funk. If you stand with the man, if the man has helped you, if the man has inspired you in any way, stand with Mr. White. Cause you better believe these videos. I'm doing these videos sitting in my motherfucking house. If I could get it, because once again I work I have to report to Candyland to receive my rations and my benefits, and I'm also going to be traveling, to visit my dear mother who I haven't seen since December 20. Well, I did see my mama. I'm lying. I saw my mother for her birthday, but I want to go see my mama for Thanksgiving. So, I got to make sure that my finances and everything are in order. Because even though I'm not rich, even though I'm not poor, impoverished, I still have a budget in which I try to stay abreast of. But the point I'm saying is that I would buy my plane ticket, get my 24-hour stay hotel, and be right down in Fort Worth with the Ambassador General, Mr. Charleston White, and that is a name that I fondly gave Mr. White because I respect the way he's able to stand up in his small frame and be fearless. And that's what a lot of us need to be, is fearless. And that's what I'm at, and that's all I'm asking you people to do. Just be fearless for Mr. White. And if you see my video, I had hoped to see several videos, but about this, but you know, I guess it's easier to talk about Custerson and come to California, come to Cleveland, come to Florida, come to Timbuktu, come to Nebraska, niggas. Come on now, that's illogical. Once again, somebody points out it's illogical. You want somebody to book a trip to their killing. Y'all talk about the man snitch. You talk about the man being working with the police, but he says that the police is after him. Well, he alleges that the police is after him. The dirty cops is after him. What happened to y'all? To y'all tough niggas? Y'all tough fuck the police niggas. Y'all can't say nothing. I got to look like super fan just because I don't want to see this man die. Just because I know that this man has a daughter and a son and a wife and a mother and a sister and a brother that's waiting to get out of prison himself in order to get back up with his brother. What kind of person? What kind of person do y'all fucking think I am that I would try to use a fucking video to try to get probably no more, even if I was monetized. The views I done got from that video, probably, I don't know how the shit work. I don't think it probably give me more than $20 to $30. What the fuck I'm gonna do that for? So yeah, I stand with Mr. White. I'm not and you can call it dick riding, but I'm confident in my manhood, and I'm confident in who I stand with and who I support. But yeah, if y'all done sat through all these, I'm gratefully appreciative. And this is and I sincere and this is coming from utmost sincerity. Cause I want to see the Mr. Charleston come back that before he had these types of fears and concerns about his life. Cause it wasn't nobody necessarily worried about the niggas in California, gang members in California coming over across state to state and entering in, committing federal and state and local crimes and come to try to get somebody who just telling them that they ain't shit. It's niggas right around them that tell them they ain't shit every day, and they don't do a goddamn thing to them. So why would he be worried about them? Now the people that somebody he sincerely and justifiably should be worried about that just making alleged because there's been no investigation. We want an investigation. There's been no investigation making alleged threats against his life are very close to him and are very powerful. And I understand, the dainty Miss Kim and the other lady. They may be unfamiliar with the term speaking truth to power and how intimidating and how potentially dangerous they may be. But to end with this one last quote from Mr. White, some things you have to be prepared to die, kill, or go to jail over because you believe in them. And no, this isn't a threat. I don't want to see the man die. I want this. I want an investigation. I'm not making a promise that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm not whoop-de playing this because that would be foolish and utterly ignorant. Stand with Mr. White, local Texas folk or whomever. Please stand with Mr. White on Tuesday. That's my plea, and that's the last I'm gonna speak on this. I'm just gonna watch now, cause I think I done enough, and I don't want it to come off the wrong way. I figure out what it's about. It's almost 90 minutes of me talking. I think that should be enough. What you think? Let me know in the comments.